How does a plane, deemed among the safest in the skies, plunge abruptly from the heavens, taking the lives of all aboard? The Boeing 737-800, operated by China Eastern Airlines, met this tragic fate in China. Known for its extensive use globally, this model has been a pillar of reliability, boasting a strong safety record over 25 years. The aviation community reeled in shock as news of the crash spread, challenging the perceived infallibility of a trusted workhorse. This tragedy not only stunned the world, but also deepened the mystery around the safety of one of the world's most used aircraft. A March 21st, 2022 started as a routine day for the 123 passengers and 9 crew members aboard Flight MU5735. The aircraft, a Boeing 737-800, lifted off from Kunming Changshui International Airport, bound for Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport. As it ascended into the sky, the day promised clear skies and mild weather, ideal conditions for a smooth flight. The journey began as any other, with passengers settling into their seats, some dozing off, others engrossed in their books or electronic devices. The crew performed their duties with practiced ease, ensuring everyone's comfort as the plane cruised at altitude. For a time, it seemed like just another day in the air, marked by the hum of the engines and the occasional announcement from the cockpit. But as Flight MU5735 neared its destination, what had been an unremarkable trip was on the brink of turning into an unimaginable tragedy. Little did the passengers know their routine flight was about to turn into a catastrophic descent. What transpires in the cockpit when a plane suddenly starts to nosedive? This question haunts the memories of Flight MU5735. As the Boeing 737-800 began its unexpected and near-vertical descent, radar data captured the chilling sequence. Initially cruising at 35,000 feet, the aircraft's altitude dropped dramatically. In mere moments, the plane was in a rapid descent, plummeting through the air without apparent control. The speed of this fall was alarming as the aircraft lost thousands of feet in altitude each second. In less than 2 minutes, Flight MU5735 went from a normal flight to an uncontrollable plummet. As the debris settled, the magnitude of the catastrophe began to dawn. In the serene outskirts of Wuzhou City, what once was Flight MU5735 became a stark field of wreckage. Emergency services swarmed the site, their sirens cutting through the somber air. Firefighters, paramedics, and volunteers sifted through the debris with a sense of urgency, hoping against hope, yet met with silence. The scene was meticulously cordoned off as investigators began their grim task, piecing together the remnants of the once airborne vessel. The Civil Aviation Administration, taking immediate action, grounded all aircraft of the same model. This was a precautionary measure, reflecting the severity and the mysterious nature of the crash. Airlines worldwide watched nervously, adjusting their fleets and awaiting further directives. With no survivors, the focus turned sharply towards unraveling the cause of this devastating incident. Investigating a plane crash involves piecing together hundreds of clues, often under immense public scrutiny. In the wake of the tragedy involving China Eastern Airlines Flight MU5735, investigators faced the daunting task of unraveling the mystery. The initial focus was on retrieving the aircraft's black boxes, which include the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder. These devices are crucial as they contain information about the aircraft's operational parameters and the pilot's final conversations. Shortly after the crash, the Civil Aviation Administration of China issued its first statement. They confirmed that the black boxes were recovered and that the data they contained was being analyzed meticulously. This initial phase is critical as it helps to establish a factual basis before more complex theories and analyses are considered. Internationally, the aviation community watched closely. Regulatory agencies and airlines scrutinized the unfolding events, concerned about any implications it might have on global aviation safety standards. The Boeing 737-800, involved in the incident, was a model known for its strong safety record, which added layers of complexity and urgency to the investigation. Understanding the scope of such investigations is vast. Teams of experts from various fields, including engineering, metallurgy, and forensics, collaborate to decode the cascade of events leading to the crash. They examine everything from mechanical failures and maintenance records to weather conditions and human factors. Each piece of debris, each recorded data byte could hold the key to solving this perplexing disaster. In the absence of clear answers, theories and speculations begin to swirl. As the investigation into the China Eastern Airlines Flight MU5735 crash continued, a myriad of theories emerged, each trying to make sense of the tragic event. Mechanical failure was one of the first considerations. Given the Boeing 737's history, questions arose about whether an unnoticed defect might have been at play. Pilot error, too, was scrutinized. Could a misjudgment or oversight have led to the catastrophe? This angle, while contentious, is often explored in aviation accidents as part of standard procedure. But perhaps the most chilling of all speculations was that of foul play. Social media became rife with theories suggesting intentional actions or external forces could have caused the plane to nosedive in a near-vertical descent. Experts and amateur sleuths alike debated these points vigorously, each bringing their perspective to the fore, though none could provide definitive answers. Without conclusive evidence, these theories continued to fuel the narrative of mystery surrounding Flight MU5735. More than a year on, the wounds are still fresh, and the quest for answers continues. The investigation into the tragic crash of China Eastern Airlines Flight MU5735 remains active, with authorities and experts painstakingly piecing together the events that led to the disaster. Despite extensive efforts, a definitive cause has yet to be pinpointed, leaving room for ongoing speculation and concern. In the wake of the crash, Boeing's reputation has faced rigorous scrutiny. The company, known for its engineering excellence, has been compelled to re-evaluate its safety protocols and oversight mechanisms. This incident has not only affected Boeing, but has also sent ripples across the entire aviation industry, prompting a re-examination of aircraft safety standards globally. In response to this tragedy, several regulatory bodies have begun to implement stricter safety protocols and more rigorous inspection routines for aircraft. These measures aim to enhance the safety of passengers and crew, ensuring that the lessons learned from such incidents lead to tangible improvements in aviation safety. The journey towards closure is long, and for many the wait for truth is agonizing. As we stand today, the full story of Flight MU5735 remains just beyond reach. From the moment of its tragic descent to the subsequent global repercussions, this incident has captured the attention of the world. We've explored the immediate aftermath, delved into the investigation efforts, and pondered various theories that attempt to piece together the puzzle of that fateful day. Yet as the inquiries continue, the answers we seek still elude us, reminding us of the complexities and challenges inherent in aviation safety. In the world of aviation, some mysteries remain unsolved, leaving us waiting, watching, and hoping for the day when the skies share their secrets.